Um, let's start off in our comfortable seat. Sit up on a block if you've had one. If you've never tried it, it feels really nice. Just lift your hips up a little higher. Take some of the strain out of the legs. Reach the front of your head up toward your ceiling. Just feel long in your spine. Sit proud. If you made it on your mat, that's the hardest part. It feels okay to close your eyes. Close your eyes. Start to let go of your surroundings, although that might be challenging. And just be right here. So how do we do that? Okay, that's really, it's not an easy thing to do. We can do that by focusing on our breath. So sitting right here, take a big breath in through your nose, fill up. When you can't fill up anymore, open up your mouth and sigh it out. Feel the tension start to release with your exhales. Let's do that again. Full breath in. Hold it, and then exhale it out. And then close the lips and just breathe in and out through your nose. If you have Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath, you want to start to turn that on, by all means, do so. I'm here to give you guidance, but this is your practice. You take ownership. Change what you need to change. Couple more rounds of breath, centering in. Self-love doesn't always mean liking what you see in the mirror. Often it's a quiet thing, soft but certain, a gentle rebellion. It's the day you wake up and realize you stopped apologizing for the space you take up. It's removing yourself from the people who make you feel like you're less than enough. It's knowing your worth on the days when nobody else sees it. It's standing up for yourself when nobody else does. But there will be days when you don't. Days when you can't. And on those days, it's forgiving yourself. It's trying again and again and again. Please bring your hands to your heart center. Bow down towards your heart and set your intention for your practice this morning. Something you can come back to throughout your practice. Let's seal our intentions with the sound of Om. We breathe in to prepare. Om. Open your eyes. Child's pose, please. I'm just gonna turn on the mute all. I think you guys are already muted. So reach your hands out to the front of your mat, please. Unless your shoulders are bothering you this morning. Reach your sit bones back towards your heels. Maybe you feel like taking more of a puppy pose this morning. That's fine as well, your hips are a little bit higher. And right here, continue to center in. as you inhale and fill up. And then as you exhale, finding some softness, maybe in the heart space. Few more breaths here. Coming onto the fingertips, feeling the stretch all the way up through the armpit. Walking your hands over to the right. So you feel a nice stretch all the way along the left side body. Big full breath in, then out. Walk back through the center, and over to the other side. This time you're feeling this stretch all the way from the right hip crease, up the arm, come back to the middle, and then take your hand under your shoulders as you set up for table. Come on up. Spread your fingers, create a base for yourself, support yourself, hips over knees, and take any movement that you want. Sometimes it feels good to move your hips from side to side, maybe gazing over one shoulder. It can feel good to kind of move yourself forward and backward. Just feeling into your body. Maybe you take circles, big circles with your hips. Eventually coming back to a neutral table. Let your head, let it release your neck. So just let it dangle. You're still strong in your arms, but let the head release and give it a little shake. Well, yes and no. Coming back through a neutral spine, neck is long. Let's move into some cats and cows. Even if you have already done them, we'll do a few more. I always like to start here. Inhale, let the belly drop as you lift the gaze. Exhale, round your spine, draw the belly in, and press your head away from you. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And aligning your breath with your movement. What vinyasa is all about. If you have music and you want to turn it on. Coming back through a neutral table, I'm going to flip one wrist over. So the fingertips are going to point towards your knees. Still stay on the palm of the other hand. So you can use whatever palm you want first. And we're just going to take small little circles just to stretch our wrists in the direction that we never stretch it, flexion. If you bend your elbow, it's less pressure, a little less sensation. If you straighten it, it's more. A little circle the other way.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. I can't see your hands. They're just too close to the screen.
Okay, thank you for telling me.
Thank you.
So, okay. Fingertips back.
Yeah.
And you're on the top of your hand.
Got it. I didn't want to guess. Thank you. Okay.
No, thank you. I'll move back a little bit. All right. And then when you've had enough of that wrist, you can flip it back over. Take the other wrist, fingertips towards your knees, and press into your other palm, the palm that's down, and then moving in little circles, just feeling stretch. Might feel really awkward, and just notice how we react to that. You might need to dial a little bit back sensation. Go in the opposite direction. And then turn the palm over. Maybe give your hand a little shake. And spread the fingers wide one more time. We're gonna start our down dog, our first one. So curl the toes under, draw the belly in, lift up. Thighs reach back, sit bones up towards the ceiling. Move around. Pedal your feet, bend one knee. Do whatever feels good. But keep the arms long, so really press the mat away from you. To the hollowing of your armpits. You can bend your knees a lot here. We're just waking up the body, so bend the knees, baby. See how that feels? A lot. And then let's all come onto our tippy toes, lifting the heels up. Sit bones reaches up high. Take a breath in here, and then exhale, take your heels to the right. Nice side stretch, keep plugging into the hands. On your inhale, come back through the center, lift up with the sit bones. Exhale, heels drop to the left. Really finding a heaviness plugging in through your right hand. Nice side stretch through the right side body. And then come back through the center, inhale, lift up, and then exhale, lower your heels down. Walk your hands back to your feet. You're in a forward fold here, bend the knees, take opposite elbows, ragdoll, sway. Do whatever feels good. Maybe take your hands to your head and create a little more tension here. Resting your fingers, interlacing your fingers and resting on your head. Anything goes. Bending the knees. And breathing. Maybe take your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, draw the shoulder blades together, and then take your fist over your head. Take another breath in, then exhale, release your hands down to your mat. Inhale, find your halfway lift, draw the belly in, heart space forward, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, plug your feet in, legs are strong. Arms sweep up, exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. And then exhale, walk out, high plank. Take your knees down or knees up, low push up, all the way to your mat. Inhale, cobra, draw your chest through your hands, elbows straight back. Exhale, down dog. Big full breath in and out. One more in. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Good, just starting to move a little bit. Breathe in, reach up high. Gaze follows. Exhale, forward fold, bend in your knees. Welcome. Inhale, find your halfway lift. And then exhale, walk it out. Okay, plank. Low push up. Chaturanga, knees down or knees up. Inhale your back bend, cobra or up dog if you're ready. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Exhale, down dog. Take your right leg up high. Bend your knee. Take your heel to your glute. Squeeze it there. Imagine that you're holding something between your glute and your heel. Good. Then open up the hip. And then stretch your leg out long, three-legged dog. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, drive your knee to your nose. Inhale, send it long. Exhale to the right tricep. Inhale back. Exhale to the left tricep. Thread it underneath, come into your fallen triangle. Right arm down, left arm up. Plug the feet in, little back bend here. Won't stay for long, big full breath in. Exhale, take the left hand down. Right leg is in the air. Three-legged dog. Full breath in here. Exhale, step through your hands. Take your back knee down. Inhale, sweep up. Good. Drag the front heel back, back knee forward, hugging into the midline. One more breath in here. Exhale, hands plant, high plank. Low push up. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, lead with the hips, down dog. Left leg, send it up high. Bend your knee, heel to glute, open up. Plug in through both hands. Send your leg out long. Full breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Come in towards your plank. Inhale, send it back. Exhale to the left. Squeeze. Inhale, send it long. Exhale to the right. Thread it underneath. Roll onto your left hand for fallen triangle. Lift your hips up by pressing down through the feet. Heart shines up towards the ceiling. Full breath in. Exhale, right hand down. Left leg, three-legged dog. Big breath in here. And then exhale, step it through your hands, back knee comes down. Inhale, lift. Nice, finding that dragging of the back, the front foot back, back knee forward. Barring up the inner thighs. Full breath in. And then exhale, take the hands down. Step all the way up to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend into your right knee, bend it a lot. Take your left arm up towards the ceiling. So find a little twist here. You can be on a block or fingertips. Full breath in here. Bend out as you twist your heart open towards the side wall. Take another breath in here. And then exhale, take the left hand down, bend the left knee, right arm up. You can stay here. You can kind of move from side to side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take the hand down, bend to the opposite knee. Just moving. Wherever you are, one more full breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms sweep. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Beautiful. Breathe in, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take it down. Forward fold. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, high plank. Low push up. Elbows straight back, hug the side body. Inhale, drag your chest through. Exhale, down dog. Take your right leg up high. And then as you exhale, knee to nose, step it through low runner's lunge. Find a lift to the collarbones, maybe you're on blocks. Squeeze your left glute and lift the pelvic floor up. So we're not sinking down. Nice. Back knee comes down. Inhale, arms sweep up. And then exhale, take your arms behind you, pump up your back leg. So we're still in a low lunge. We're low, not high yet. Arms are back, draw the shoulder blades together. Fire up your left glute. On your next inhale, arms come up. Now we're in crescent lunge, high crescent. Beautiful. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, open up into your warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior up and back. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Inhale, take it up and back, reverse. Exhale, windmill your hands, left hand down, right arm up. You're in an easy twist. From here, one of my favorite transitions, side plank. Right foot comes to the left foot in the back, side plank. Lift your hips up by pressing into the bottom hand. Press into your feet. Engage your glutes, engage your core. Find the lightness to the top hand, big breath in. Exhale, take your right hand down. Chaturanga, either knees down, knees up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Take your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through your hands. Back knee comes down. Actually, your low runner's lunge first, finding this length through the back thigh, lifting the back thigh up. Now take your back knee down. Inhale, arms sweep up. Beautiful. Arms come down with your exhale. Bump up the back knee. You're in a low runner's lunge. Draw your shoulder blades together. Fire up your right glute. And then on the inhale, arms sweep up, high crescent lunge. Beautiful. Full breath in here. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Up and back. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Inhale, reverse. Nice side stretch. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Right hand down, the back heel spins up, and then you're in your easy twist. Left arm up to the side. Take it right into side plank. Core work here. Press down to lift up. Find some lightness. Use your glutes to help stabilize your core. One more full breath in here. Exhale, take your hand down. Knees come down or knees stay up, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Good, just moving and breathing. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more time, fill. Exhale, bend the knees. Look towards the front, step or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. And exhale, hold. Inhale, rise, plug the feet in, arms sweep up. Exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Utkatasana, let's find our chair. The feet can be apart, or feet can be together. Sitting down, arms can always come to cactus. For a little release of the shoulders, a little break. Good, draw the belly and sit down, squeeze the sit bones together. Beautiful. One more breath in here, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, high plank. Holding your plank before we go anywhere. Hold your plank. Come right onto your forearms. Forearm plank. You can interlace your hands, make a fist, or forearms are parallel and palms press the mat away. Firm belly, firm glutes, strong, really strong. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, dip your knees towards the mat, but don't touch them. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, dip the knees down, almost touching, but not quite. Inhale up. 2 more times. Exhale, dip. Inhale up. Last time, dip. Inhale up. And then come back into your high plank. Ugh. And down dog. Take any movement you need. Take your right leg up high. Bend your knee. Stack your hip, open up. And then send your leg long. Big breath in here. Exhale, knee to nose. Step your foot in between your hands. Back knee comes down, inhale, rise. Good. On your exhale, take your arms by your sides, bump up your back knee. You're still in your low lunge. Draw the shoulder blades together. Squeeze. Belly strong. Left glute is on. Inhale, come up into your high crescent lunge. From here, press off your back foot, come into warrior 3. Any variation, hands to heart center, arms in front of you, arms behind you for airplane. Strong through the top leg. You can put a little bend in your standing leg, up to you. Woo. Core is drawing in, belly to spine. Nice. And it's okay, welcome the wobble. Just notice where we need to build some more strength, that's it. Without criticism. Step back, high crescent lunge. Awesome, Michael. Big breath in. As you exhale, open up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, forearm. Inhale, reverse. And take your triangle, straighten your front leg. Triangle pose. Hips reach back as the crown of your head reaches forward. Try not to lock out the front knee. And then when you can't get any longer, hand comes down. Really draw the top of the back thigh up. You're squeezing your glute. And then take your front arm into like an L, top arm up. Firing up the obliques. Holding here. Come back, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, left hand down, right arm up for your easy twist, side plank. So we've done this transition, now you can feel how it is to do it again, maybe with a little more ease, your brain starts to remember. One more full breath in here. Exhale, hand comes down, roll over high plank, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more time, full breath. And as you exhale, bend your knees, step to the top. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, arms sweep up, look up. And exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Good work. Chair pose, Utkatasana. I'm gonna bring my arms into cactus. I'm gonna lift my chest. I'm gonna draw my shoulder blades in towards each other. My belly in towards my spine. I'm gonna sink a little lower. Beautiful. One more Full breath here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. And then take it back, high plank. Holding your plank. Hold strong, come onto your forearms. Shoulders over elbows. Press the elbows into your mat. Create space between your ear and your shoulders. You're kind of pumping up, you're not squeezing the shoulder blades together, you're actually creating that space. Good, holding here. Full breath in. Exhale, dip the knees, we did this before. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, dip the knees, glutes are active, and straighten. Exhale, dip. Inhale, straighten 2 more times, stay with me. Exhale, inhale. Last time, exhale, dip the knees. Inhale, back up, high plank, yeah. And down dog, lift the hips up. Full breath here. If you need a break, you need a rest, child's pose, by all means, take it. Inhale, the left leg up. Bend your knee. Open up the hip. Straighten your leg out. Big full breath in here. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it through your hands. Back knee comes down. Inhale, rise. Lift the arms. Exhale, take your hands behind your back. Draw the shoulder blades together. Lift off the back knee. Pump it up. Inhale, lift into high crescent. Big step forward, press off the back foot, warrior 3. Any variation. Hands to heart, airplane. Top leg is strong, don't let it sag. Lift it up. Glutes, both glutes are on here. Belly is in. Find your balance. Step back. High crescent. One big breath in here. And then exhale, open up to your warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, take your forearm to your thigh. Nice side stretch. Inhale, reverse. Straighten your front leg. And find your triangle. Hips back. Crown of the head forward. Long spine. Take a block if you need a block. Find lightness to the top arm. Take your bottom hand, make it into an L shape. Fire up the obliques. Turning on our core even more. Come back up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. And then windmill the hands down. You're in your easy twist. Right hand down, left arm up, side plank. Good, full breath in, reach the hips up a little higher. Exhale, roll it around. You're in your high plank. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. As you inhale, come into your plank, wave forward. And then exhale, wave back. Again, inhale, forward, your core is leading the way here. And exhale, come back. One more time. Inhale, stay here though, stay in your plank. And we're gonna lower all the way to our mat. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Land. Rest your head to one side. Maybe arms down by your sides. Windshield wiper, little release. Or maybe just want stillness, that's fine too. Well, we're gonna set up for a locust pose. Chin or forehead to your mat. Arms come alongside to start. Shoulder blades start to draw together. Pubic bone presses into your mat. As you inhale, lift up. Press down through the pubic bone. Thighs, glutes are active here. Crown of the head reaching towards the front of your mat. Legs reaching back. One breath in. As you exhale, take your hands right underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into high plank. Full breath in here. Exhale, lower all the way to the mat, to your belly. Inhale, locust number 2. Hands behind your back, interlace. Legs come off the floor. Chest comes off the floor. We're just using our bind now to help us lift up maybe a little bit more. One more breath in. Exhale, release the bind. Hands under shoulders. Press up. High plank. Stay here for a breath in. And then exhale, take it down all the way. And then we're going to take our bow. Bend the knees. Reach back for the ankles or the tops of your feet. When you're ready, use your legs, the power of your legs. Kick back. Your torso is going along for the ride, so it's not a lot of gripping and pulling with the arms. It's really the legs that are carrying us. If you can't reach your feet, that's okay. You can take locust. Imagine you're squeezing a block between your inner thighs. Keep your knees from splaying out. Kick, kick, kick. One more breath in. Exhale. Completely release. Windshield wiper, or just wiggle the hips. Cheek to one side. Child's pose. Press yourself back. This should feel really nice. Back to where we started. Yeah, child's pose. If you want to take your arms down by your sides into more of an embryo. Yeah, nice, Erin. Give yourself permission to do what your body wants without like second guessing yourself. If child's pose doesn't feel good to you right now, then move into something else. Maybe move into a cat and cow. A few breaths here to recenter. Maybe thinking about your intention that you started practice with. Slowing the breath down. Take one more breath in and let it go. Come up to your tabletop. Let's take a few cats and cows. And then come to down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, sweep your arms up. And exhale, take your hands to your heart center. Let's find tree pose on the right side. Your right foot will come anywhere above or below your knee. Rounding down through the standing foot. getting strong in your glutes. Finding a point, a drishti, soft gaze. It's not moving. Just to help you have so much sensory going on. You want to take your arms up. Take your arms up. Good. Find a little lift in your heart, maybe a little back bend at the top. Beautiful. And then take your tree leg out in front of you. We're going to take a big step into warrior three. Take my hands to my heart. And then right from here, we're going to step into our pyramid pose. So step your foot that's raised, step it back. You want to maybe 3.5 to 4 feet. Toes can either point, be parallel to help get the hips square, or you're in a warrior one, more of a warrior one stance. So you can give yourself a little assist by taking the hips, drawing them so that they're forward, they're square to the front of the mat. Good. Your front leg is straight. So you're taking the back hip and you're reaching your front hip back and your back hip forward. There we go, that's the words. Good. From here, take a little lift through the heart. And as you exhale, keep reaching the hips back as you fold. You take the hands down to blocks maybe, or maybe you take your hands into, you grab your elbows and you take a little bind. Whatever feels good for you. But you fold with a long spine. And you can keep giving yourself little halfway lifts to find some more space, find a little more squaring. Or maybe you need to back off, maybe you need to bend your front knee a lot. Maybe your hamstrings are just really tight, or that's okay. Do what you need to do. Just a few more breaths here. And then as you come up, we're going to turn towards the side of our mat, and we're going to move through our Skandasana, our side lunge. If you want to pause on one side and take a few breaths here, by all means, you can do that. Or if it feels better to move, then move. And then we're going to meet in the middle. Your feet will now be parallel to each other. We're in a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale, find a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. So we're working the crown of our head down. You might need to bend your knees here, that's okay. If you have an inversion in your practice, you want to go for your inversion. If you're working towards an inversion, your head will be the apex of the triangle. Your hands are the other corners. And maybe you lift one foot up. We did this last class. Belly is strong. Maybe you lift the other one. You're pressing your hands into your mat so the weight is not all in your head. And now you're in a tripod. Next step would be to start to bring your legs up. Or maybe you're just working your forward fold. That's perfectly fine. Let's all meet back in a forward fold with a halfway lift. And then as you exhale, bend back into your front knee. Take the back knee down. Let's take a quad stretch here. So you can reach back, take your heel to your glute. You can be in a twist like this, or you can also just come up without the twist. Maybe you grab with both hands. Again, lots of options. We're all going to look a little different. And if this doesn't work for your knee, you can always stand up. Okay, take one more breath in here. Exhale, release without snapping. Bring your front foot. Your choice to flow or come right back to down dog. We meet in down dog. Walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, find your halfway lift, and exhale, fold. Inhale, plug the feet in, arms sweep up. Exhale, keep your hands to your heart center. Beautiful. Tree on the left side. So we're just gonna even out here. And your choice wherever you want your foot. And if you've got your foot on your leg, press the foot into your leg and your leg into your foot. Yeah. Nice, Kathy. Arms can be any way you want them. Working the left knee open. And then taking your tree leg, the knee to the front of the room, stretching it out, lifting it up maybe a little higher, and then finding a big step into your warrior three. Any variation of warrior three. This is going to set us up nicely because our hips are square here. So from here, we can keep our square hips and step our lifted foot back as we set up our pyramid. So pyramid, front leg is now straight with a little micro bend in the knee. You don't want to lock it out. Front hip moves back, back hip forward. So there's like, we're squeezing everything into the center. Full breath in here. And then as you exhale, hinging at the hips. Feeling a really deep stretch from the hamstring. Leave your hands onto blocks or fingertips to the floor or behind your back, anything that you want. Keep hugging your front hip back and your back hip forward. And then also into the midline. Find some ease somewhere, whether it's your shoulders or your neck. Send your breath to the tightness in your hamstrings. Good. One more inhale here. And then as you exhale, bend into your front knee, side lunge, track star, whatever you want to call it. Just moving from side to side, loosening some of that up. You want to throw an arm up and find a side stretch here, and do so. Or maybe you're playing with balance this time, hands to heart center. Coming back to the middle, we're going to find a wide-legged forward fold. So that means your feet are now parallel. Inhale, find your halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. You want to take your inversion, practice either your tripod headstand. Maybe you can do a forearm stand. Maybe you want to practice with your forearms down and feel that. You can play around with the balance. You can lift your heels up, see how it feels to get your hips over your shoulders. Lots of variations, lots of options. If you are in your inversion, come down. Let's all meet in our wide-legged forward fold. Take your left hand in front of your face and take your right arm up for a twist. Good. Press down to lift up. Switch sides. Good. One more breath in here, and then take it down. Come into towards the front of your mat, then into your left knee. Take your back knee down. Let's find our quad stretch. Again, all sorts of options here. Just bring your heel into your glute, and you want to be a little bit forward here on your knee. You don't want to be right on the bony part. Few breaths here. And then just noticing the difference in our sides. One quad might be a little bit tighter than the other, or looser than the other, whatever you wanna look at it. Good. Take one more breath in here. Exhale, release. Frame your front foot and come into your high plank. Good. Lower all the way down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Moving around any way you need to move. Maybe this down dog feels a lot different from your first down dog. Or maybe not. Good. And then take your right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend your knee and stack your hips to find your flip dog. If you like wild thing instead, you can take a wild thing. So wild thing is where one leg is straight and one leg is bent. Flip dog is where both knees are bent and your feet are pointing north. Your choice. Flip dog's a little deeper back bend. Press down to lift up. One full breath in. Exhale, come back around, right leg is in the air. And then fly in for pigeon, half pigeon. Your right foot will come towards your groin possibly. If you're very open already, the foot might come to your left hand. Stretch your back leg out. Nice. Take a breath in here. And then to exhale, you can come forward if you want to stay, more of an active pigeon. Maybe you want to grab the back, bend the back knee, all sorts of variations. Just notice your back foot. Our default position is normally we sickle our foot like a banana. So as you straighten your foot out, that helps keep the line of your hip. So just notice that. You can be on blocks here if you need a little bit more space to bring the floor closer. Deep breaths in and out. And if it feels good to find movement in your half pigeon, then find movement, find a rock with the hips. It's always your choice. It doesn't have to look like a yoga journal cover. I'm learning that in my 40s. All right, just a few more breaths here. One more full breath in, full breath out. Walk your hands back up towards your body. We're gonna swing our back leg around for double pigeon. This is one of my favorites. Hopefully it's one of your favorites too. If not, I'm sorry. We're gonna stack shin on shin. If this is too much for your hip, you can take your left foot on top of your right thigh in a figure 4 and then walk your hands up towards your sit bones. So you can start back here and then just gradually walk up. So your choice, so you're either here working open the left hip or your shins are stacked, feet are flexed. I'm gonna find my grounding of my sit bones by taking some of the flesh away, nice Allison. And then I'm also gonna lift myself up just a little bit and then scoot my sit bones back and then lower. Option staying here or folding forward to find some more sensation. If you have a block can be really great here for your head. I've noticed since we've been home and quarantined, I'm much more tight in my hips than I ever was. So I'm trying not to be upset about it or judge myself about it, but I'm noticing that. So this has become one of my favorite poses, going from half pigeon to pigeon, double pigeon, because it really allows me to open my hips, which also helps to release a lot of stuff that we're carrying around, a lot of the tension and the stress. Just a few breaths right here, in and out. One more together, in and out. Walk your hands back up, sit up tall. Good. And then unwind. Any release you need, or just taking it down, back to down dog. If you want to flow, you can flow. Take your left leg up this time. Bend, stack, open. And then flip your dog if you want to flip. Or take your wild thing if you want to take your wild thing. But lift up, lift your heart towards the ceiling. Find a nice opening here. Come back around, three-legged dog. And then drive your knee in, find your half pigeon. Back leg, stretch it out. And you can help yourself, you can give yourself an assist by rolling the back thigh internally. There's an internal rotation that gets the hips square, external rotation from the front leg. If you want to prop yourself up on a block underneath your pelvis, that works really nicely. And then when you're ready, leading with the heart, walk your hands forward, coming onto forearms, or maybe you come all the way down. Again, very different on our sides, our hips. One side is usually a little easier to get into. So maybe we just need to give a little more attention, a little more love to that side that's tight. Just scan your body and notice where you're still holding on to, you're still gripping, and see if you can find a little bit of ease, whether it's through the jaw, maybe you open your jaw a couple times, maybe it's through the shoulders, maybe through your heart space. We'll be here for 2 more full breaths in and out. Again, 1 more full breath in, fill up. Exhale, release. If you want to stay for a few more breaths, you need a little more than stay. Otherwise, walk your hands back up onto your bottom, swing the back leg up the front for double pigeon, stacking shins, flexing your feet. Again, the variation, modification, listen to your body. Otherwise, we're all meeting here and finding the sit bones, plugging into your mat. And when you're ready, walking your hands forward. Or not, this might be enough for you and you're right here, false spine. Keep the sit bones grounding down. Two more full breaths in our double pigeon. When you're ready, walk yourself back up. If you need more time, take the time. Stretching your legs out in front of you. Giving your legs a shake. We're going to take table, reverse table. So you can do this with straight legs, or you can have a modification with bent knees, but you're going to have your fingertips towards your sit bones, elbows draw together, press down through your feet, and you're going to either be here, hips up towards the ceiling, press down through the hands, shoulder stretch here, or you can have your legs long, toes pointed. And glutes are active. Glutes are helping lift your hips up. Don't forget about those. Few breaths here. One more breath in. And then exhale, lower the hips. Good. And then from here, take your arms, give yourself a big hug, draw your chin towards your chest. And then we're gonna roll all the way down onto our backs. You can use your core to get there, arms down by your sides, rolling down. And then when you get there, draw your knees in towards your chest. Apanasana, give yourself a big squeeze, big hug. And then plant your feet. We're gonna take bridge pose before we wind down. So feet are inner hip distance width apart. Engage the glutes, press into your feet, lift the hips up. Glutes are active. You can press into the upper arms. Find an opening and little lift through the heart. Walk your right foot in towards the midline, and then take your left foot up into the air, straighten your leg. Right glute is firing. We're gonna pulse here for 5, little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1, lift up. Set your left foot down, walk it in towards the center. Left glute firing, bend your knees straight in your right leg, lift up, press down through the feet, the foot, and then pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lift up. Take the foot down, you're in your bridge, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, lower. Find Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet come together. Knees splay out wide. Arms can be in cactus. You want a little opening across the chest. Maybe one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly. Coming full circle. This pose is a reset. Coming back to your breath here. Draw your knees back together. And then windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Good. Take happy baby. Bend the knees, lift the feet up towards the ceiling, grabbing onto ankles or feet, and just drawing the knees gently down. Maybe finding a rock. Maybe straightening one leg, the other. And then bring the legs back together. Cross your right leg over your left and drop your legs over towards the left. Gaze over opposite shoulder. Final twist. Inhale, fill up the belly. Exhale, soften the shoulder blades onto the mat. And release. One more time, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Come back through the center. Switch your cross, left over right. Let the legs drop over to the right, gaze left, it's okay for your neck. Bringing out any last bit of tension. Taking a full breath in, full breath out. Again, one more time, big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Come back, unwind, draw the knees in one last time. And then take your legs out long, setting up for your Shavasana. Arms overhead, find your full body stretch. Creating a lot of tension so that we can then release it. So make a fist, squeeze your muscles, and then let it all go. Arms down by your sides, feet flop open. Any modifications you need, maybe you take legs up the wall. Nothing left to do here. Shavasana. Begin to bring awareness back into your body. Deepen your breath. And then invite small movements back into your body. Wiggle fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Gently waking yourself back up. Maybe a rock of the head from side to side. And then find your full body stretch. And then roll over onto your favorite side for fetal position. The pose of new beginnings. Take a few breaths here. Every time we come to our mats, we have the opportunity to begin again, to let go, to release, and start fresh. Please come to a comfortable seat. Hands at your heart center when you get there. Thank you all so much for joining me this morning. It is a pleasure and an honor to practice with you guys. Thumb knuckles to your third eye. Together we bow forward. Namaste.